Imagine if you discovered today that you've got the mind of a genius and you never even realized it. Imagine if those quirky things you do, the ones you almost ignore, are actually signals that your brain is wired for brilliance. Well, stay tuned because today we're diving into the 10 mind blowing habits of high IQ individuals. These are behaviors that quietly set apart geniuses from the average person, and you won't believe what's on the list. If you're passionate about unlocking your potential and living your smartest life, you're in the right place. Be sure to subscribe to the Growth Mindset Project and turn on notifications so you never miss another video that helps you level up. Let's jump right in. The first genius habit on the list: high IQ individuals talk less, but they think a lot more. While most people treat conversation as a race to see who can fill the silence first, those with high IQs approach things differently. They pause, letting the silence hang for just a second longer than everyone else. But this isn't shyness or indecision. Their brains are actually working behind the scenes, running every word through a mental filter, weighing each response. Research backs this up. Intelligent people have a habit of internalizing their thoughts before speaking. When a high IQ person finally says something, you'll notice their words carry weight and intention. For them, conversation isn't about winning or making noise. It's about making every word count. If they have nothing worth saying, they'd rather say nothing at all. The second habit: they question absolutely everything, even what seems obvious to everyone else. Have you ever met that person who refuses to accept "that's just the way it is" for an answer? Instead of nodding along, they're the ones digging deeper, asking why the sky is blue or why that rule exists. It's not about being difficult, it's about being relentlessly curious. High IQ individuals need to understand how things work beneath the surface. This constant questioning is like a workout for their critical thinking skills. It lets them see cracks in systems that everyone else ignores. If a rule doesn't make sense, they'll resist following it blindly, because to them, obeying without logic just doesn't fit. Now, let's talk about the third genius habit. These individuals are obsessed with patterns. Their minds are pattern recognition machines, constantly scanning for connections that others miss, whether in data, behaviors, or simple conversations. It's almost like they're naturally playing an invisible game of connect the dots. No, they're not psychic. Their brains are just alert and hyper-tuned to repeating themes and potential outcomes. When a high IQ person says, "I just knew this would happen," they aren't guessing. They've noticed the pattern, consciously or not. This habit can be exhausting because once you start seeing patterns everywhere, you can't easily stop. Here's habit number 4. They love solving problems that nobody even noticed. Are you someone who looks at a confusing system or messy process and instantly thinks there has to be a better way? That's a classic sign of a high IQ mind at work. For these individuals, inefficiency nags at them until they've streamlined it, just because figuring it out feels rewarding. They create new systems, invent shortcuts, or optimize routines, not because they have to, but because their brains thrive on it. The catch is, solutions that are obvious to them might be invisible to everyone else, so they often feel a bit out of sync. When it comes to reading, habit 5, high IQ people do things differently. They're not reading to tick off books on a list or just to finish. They're hunting for new ways of thinking. You'll find them diving into philosophy one day, neuroscience the next, and then maybe coding or ancient history. It looks random, but it's actually cross-training for their mind. The variety builds a vast library of mental frameworks, allowing them to mix and match ideas across fields in ways others can't imagine. It's not about becoming an expert in everything. It's about enriching their mind. If you're still with me, show your support by hitting that like button and telling us in the comments which of these habits you recognize in yourself or someone you know. Sharing your experience helps others and helps our community grow smarter together. Let's keep going. Genius habit number 6 is thinking in layers, not circles. Overthinking gets a bad reputation, but for high IQ minds, it's a superpower when done right. Instead of replaying the same thought over and over, they analyze every possible scenario from different angles, identifying flaws and simulating outcomes in their imagination. It's like playing chess several moves in advance, not just with pieces, but with life decisions. By the time high IQ people act, they've already rehearsed dozens of versions in their minds and settled on the best possible move. That's why they can seem unshakably calm in big moments. They've already anticipated and planned for every twist and turn. The seventh habit, and this might surprise you, is that high IQ individuals are totally comfortable in silence. For most people, silence is awkward or even scary, but for a genius mind, stillness is a sacred space. It's where ideas crystallize, where order emerges from chaos. This is when their biggest insights are born, when they make connections nobody saw before. They're not being antisocial when they step away from the noise. They're processing, organizing, and letting their subconscious do the heavy lifting. In a world that never stops shouting, their appreciation for quiet time sets them apart. The eighth trait on our list, they are brutally honest with themselves. This habit isn't always easy or comfortable, but it's essential for growth. High IQ individuals never sugarcoat their failures or shift the blame. They say, "I messed up, that's on me." This radical self-awareness is rare. Most people gloss over their mistakes to protect their ego, but real genius leans into discomfort. They understand that refusing to see a flaw means they'll never get better. This honesty fuels their relentless drive for improvement. High standards? Absolutely, but they demand the most from themselves, because living below their potential feels like selling themselves short. Here's habit number 9. They manage their energy, not their time. While everyone else packs their schedule with back-to-back tasks, high IQ individuals plan their day around their mind's natural peaks and valleys. They protect their sharpest hours for meaningful work, saving creative or relaxed tasks for when their brain needs a change of pace. Their logic? Time might be endless, but focus and mental energy are not. By flowing with their cognitive rhythms, they unlock higher productivity and creativity without burning out. If you're finding these habits illuminating and haven't joined the Growth Mindset Project yet, now's your chance. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and leave a comment about which habit resonates with you, or which one you want to develop. We love hearing from you. Let's move to the final transformative habit. Truly intelligent people master the art of sounding normal. They're not out to impress you with complicated jargon or by showing off how much they know. In fact, they take complex ideas and translate them into plain language so that everyone can understand. That's where emotional intelligence meets pure intellect. Instead of making you feel lost, they make you feel included, always striving to connect. This is the real genius. They know it's not about sounding smart, but about making others feel smart too. There you have it, the 10 habits that set high IQ individuals apart. Notice, you don't need degrees or awards to be considered intelligent. Your daily habits can be a quiet reveal of your hidden genius. So, which of these genius habits do you see in yourself, or would you like to develop? Take a second and reply in the comments so we can see how many secret geniuses are in our community. Want to keep growing your mindset and unlocking your full potential? Check out our other videos right here. And don't forget to hit the bell so you're notified as soon as the next episode drops. See you in the next one.